Greetings my dear friends, Dragon here once again, back with another new pickups video. If it's your first time stumbling onto the channel, then do please consider clicking that red button and subscribing. Obviously my cat, very excited to see what has been arriving this month. There's a little bit of a mix, quite a bit of anime, which I don't often cover here, and a whole bunch of shop others if you're not an anime fan. So without further ado, we will get into it. Okay, first things first is this, which I suspect by the time that I'm posting this video, I've already done a proper unboxing and review for, which is the new special edition from Eastern Heroes, this time around a Jackie Chan special. We previously had a couple of Bruce Lee specials out. I think there's a third coming quite soon, and then issue 4 coming in March. But yeah, this is the very loaded, over 120 page Jackie Chan special. I'll leave a link at the end of this if I've already managed to post a video for that. Great issue. Then this is the one that kind of started me going down a little bit of a rabbit hole. This is an incredible deal from All the Anime, who were selling the volume 2 of the Kill la Kill box, collector's edition, for a bargain price of $9.99, including delivery if you're in the UK. This is a series that we had been really enjoying actually on Amazon Prime, but not a huge fan of the English dub, and that's the only version that Amazon have up there. So I kind of really wanted to see if I could track down the originals with Japanese audio, which is why I tracked this one down. But as it's number 2, that led to the need to try and track down number 3, which I was able to find through CEX. And then harder to find, but still actually from CEX, was volume 1. And that was the complete, I think this show just had 1 season, 26 episodes. It's quite insane. I get shades of the original Lupin in terms of some of the style of animation, but massively updated, whether there's points when they're using a little bit of CG augmentation and stuff to do some of the camera movements. Really impressive show, actually, all around. Wasn't one that I was too sure I was going to get into, but really have, actually. It's great fun. Very, very silly. Borderline dodgy in some places with a couple of the outfits, but leans into that aspect of its own silliness pretty well and pretty hard. It's really very, very good. Highly recommended. As I probably won't do a separate unboxing, let's just take a quick look and see. I'll show you what is inside these collector's sets, because you get a really nice set of booklets inside them with some of the original sketches. So I think the third one has some of the sort of location area sketches. First one's got a lot of character sketches. I'm not too sure what's in number 2. You can get as a complete box set if you're not too fussed with the books, but I kind of always like to see books of sketches and stuff. Get a little kind of wee card right there. Inside here we have our 2 discs, and we have a book. In this instance, this is going to be key art. So mostly you get an awful lot of storyboards, character designs, transformation animations. Pretty cool. Yeah, so that is the whole series. 1, 2, and 3. Next up, and sticking with anime, and this is another discounted find on Amazon. This is series 2 of One Punch Man. Nowhere near as entertaining or as well animated as the first season, but still pretty good fun. I find the incidental characters probably more entertaining than our main character. So this is less about Saitama and more about some of the characters in his world, but pretty good. And these collector sets, which we will also jump into just now, always quite nice. I think this one comes with some cards and a little book. Yeah, so we have a series of character cards. Very cool. Along with notes for the season as a whole. These are generally a little bit silly, but that's a bit better. An interview with the director. Cool. And then last we get our actual Blu-ray. I think for the first season they actually got a nice proper digi. This time around they've just put the normal edition inside a bigger hard box. Your slipcase and your 2 discs. site. Last couple of times that I'd looked, it was about the £50 or £60 mark, but Amazon were selling it at 25, 26. So it seemed like a good time to grab it. Cool. Okay, from here on out is all Shaw Brothers. Thank you if you've stuck around for this. I know I don't often cover anime stuff, but here we have a little eBay pickup. This is the Karate King, aka the Champion, starring Chin Han and Shizu, directed by, I think, Chuko Chin-yun. So not one of the big heavy hitters from Shaw's, but these Cock releases, Black Hill Picture releases out of Germany are always pretty good if you can get the full proper versions, which have nice reversible covers on them with the original posters. Usually are always English friendly, at least with English subs, and they're generally always German audio and Chinese audio on them. There's a smattering of extra features, but you can pick them up pretty cheap, so I think this one was about £5. I already have a couple of these already, but they're nice little titles, and ones that I suspect probably won't see the light of day over here from the Arrow Shawscope releases. They're kind of a bit more obscure titles. So yeah, that is the Karate King, aka the Champions. Next up is a box that I can't work out why I didn't cover, because these actually arrived in January, but I think I just totally forgot everything else that was going on. These are all courtesy of the wonderful DDD House in Hong Kong, and just some old IVL Celestial Shaw Brothers DVDs. So first up is Fu Sheng starring Brave Archer and his mate. Pretty great, directed by Chang Che. This whole series of movies are fantastic. Brave Archer and his mate is number 3 or 4, I think 4. Yeah, number 4, but has quite a few of the Venoms in it. Pretty great action sequences, quite bonkers storyline, but great movie. Then we have The Jewel of the Century. This was directed by Chu Yun. Good fun. One that I've actually yet to unbox and yet to see. And we have a random non-Kung Fu movie, Hong Kong Nocturne, which I picked up because it's one of Cheng Pei Pei's non-martial arts movies. I think she originally wanted to be a dancer slash singer, and my wife's a pretty big fan of the Shaw Brothers musicals. She really enjoyed The Human Goddess, so this is one that I picked up for us to check out together. Then we have Filling Out the Gaps, a classic which I'd only had a digifile for before this, The Avenging Eagle, one of the best Ku Feng movies, directed by Sun Chung. Great. And then back to Fu Sheng for Nacha the Great. Pretty bonkers. If you like the Old Monkey TV series, you will love this. A lot of the same sort of feeling. It is a Chang Che movie. Maybe not some of the best choreography, quite a lot of special effects in it, but overall, still really a great movie. And again, one that I don't think we will see come onto Blu-ray for some time. And the last Shaw Brothers thing is a poster. This came courtesy of Matt Rutledge, who hooked me up with this. And I probably won't unbox this properly because the camera's never going to be wide enough to see, but this is a poster for quite insane Tales of the Unit, starring Wong Yu and Gordon Liu. Yeah, never going to be able to see this properly, so I will stick up a proper picture of what the whole poster looks like here. Pretty crazy movie all in all, but some great action sequences in it, quite inventive, and storyline's pretty good, and it's a good comedy. And guys, that is pretty much it. I had hoped to also show this Skinny Tiger Fatty Dragon as it was dispatched to me last week, but I'm still waiting for it. Our post is absolutely all over the place just now, so hopefully the next one of these I will include that, but I've been way behind the 8 ball on the Eureka releases. They're taking a long time to get to me, so other people have done unboxings before and didn't bother doing the Prodigal Son and Warriors 2 set. Probably just get around to doing a review when I have a bit more time. Still working 7-day weeks, which is why my video uploads are a little bit slower than normal. That's not going to last forever. I think only got a few more weeks, 5 or 6 weeks if memory serves, doing the 7-day week dance, which is crushing. But yeah, stick with me and will be loads more uploads once I kind of get to the other side of that, and I'll stick up as many as I can in the meantime. Thank you very much for watching today. I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.